Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fabulous Wednesday. Today I have my London haul. I am so excited to be doing this video. We've been home for almost a week now and I'm just dying to use some of these items, but I refrained because I knew I wanted to do an unboxing. But I asked you guys on Instagram as well as on Minx Monday if you wanted to see one video or if you wanted me to break it up into two. And by a landslide, a lot of you said you wanted to see one video even if it was 45 minutes long. So I have two fresh batteries. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat so I can get started, and hopefully I don't end up rambling like I am right now because I have a tendency to do that. So I went to some non-Luxe stores as well as some Luxe, and I just wanted to share everything that I ended up purchasing. I did end up getting gifts as well as souvenirs for friends and family, so those won't be included because like I said before, we've been home for almost a week now, so everyone has their items, and these don't include Robert's. These are these are mine, and I went a little off the deep end. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Just a quick note, I just finished filming the video, but I completely forgot to add something that I think will be helpful, and that is mod shots. So I will be including mod shots at the end of this video, and I will also include some comparison shots so you can see the sizing on some of these items. And then I will also include like an all-around, just a small clip of some of the items together so you can see the details a little bit better. So hopefully that ends up helping out as well. The first place that I wanted to share is Primark. Oh yes, Primark is, it says amazing fashion, amazing prices. It is a fast fashion store with very, very low prices. If I had to compare it to something here in the States, since we don't have a store like this, I'd have to say it's probably more like Forever 21 as far as their pricing and quality goes. It might even be less expensive than Forever 21, but the one off Oxford Street is 3 stories tall. It has everything. It has clothing, accessories, athletic wear, menswear, shoes, home decor. There's just so much, and on top of their low pricing, they also have like clearance and sale sections where some of the prices are just, I mean, they're so good. And this is non-Luxe, I know, but I was just excited. So many people said you have to go to Primark. You have to go to Primark. We got there as soon as it opened, and they have like they have buggies and they have those little bags where you can start throwing things in there. And I grabbed a little bag and I just started going to town. I started throwing everything in the bag. I remember Robert looked over at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. I don't know, but the pricing is so good." I went insane. They also have like a souvenir section where you can get sweatshirts and t-shirts and mugs and whatnot. So I got some items there. But I mean, this store is amazing. I really wish that they would bring something like this to the States. But anyways, I'm going to go through this really quickly. So at Primark, I picked up, they have an amazing like makeup section too. It's just huge. They have like sponges and brushes, and I can literally go on and on and on about what they have in there. But I picked up a lipstick. It says PS Pro. It's in 01 Iconic Nude. It was £3. I ended up picking up things that I didn't even need. So I just want to show you really quickly the color. So it is a nude. I also picked up a nail polish. This is in satin matte nail polish. It was £1.50. It is actually the color that I'm wearing now, and I've been wearing it ever since we got home because I really like it, and it's in Dusky Rose. I got some midi rings. I mean, I know these are going to turn my fingers green, but I couldn't help it. I think they're so cute, and they have little sparkles in there. And as far as talking about things that I bought that I didn't need, I also picked up some fashion nails, some press-on nails. I don't even wear press-on nails, but I'm excited to try them out. They were £1. This is in Stone Cold Pointed Shape. This is in Squareletto Matte Sultry Silk. This was £1. And these were £2. PS Metallic Matte in Frosted Silver. Those are pretty cool. So I even want to try those out. I bought tweezers. I bought a blocked pore remover. I'm telling you, I was going crazy in there. But in the souvenir section that I said earlier, I did end up picking up a mug that says "I love London." The only thing I didn't end up getting in London that I really regret is getting like a proper teacup. I wanted to get one from there, but I was so afraid of it breaking or smashing, so that's the only thing that I didn't end up getting. But it says "I love London," and it was £2. So they have, like I said, great pricing. I also picked up, I don't even know if I want to show you guys because I know what you're gonna say. Are you serious? I got some camo gift wrap. It was 90 pence, and I don't know. I don't know what came over me. It was, yeah. I only went there once, and trust me, that's all I needed. We went, like I said, we went there as soon as it opened, and within like 10 minutes, the store was packed with people. But like I said, they have all sorts of clothing, outerwear, skirts, you name it, they have it. So Robert actually found this jacket, and since I'm kind of on a camo kick, he found this jacket here, and it was on sale for 10 pounds. It was originally 23, but check it out. It is such a nice jacket. It's fully lined. And 10 pounds, I mean, I couldn't say no. If it's a little bit larger, it's kind of like a comfy, larger type of jacket. In the same, what's it called, souvenir section, I picked up just a regular t-shirt with the flag there, and then I also picked it up in the colored one, and these were, I believe, £2.50 for each one. So I mean, that's great, right, for souvenir shirts. And while I was looking around, I also picked up this beautiful shirt. It is a red shirt. It's like that, like almost like a chiffon type of clothing, I don't know, but it's really great. I think it'll look fantastic with one of the blazers that I have. And I also picked up this beauty, which is just a white shirt with the black stripe in the middle. I just thought it would be great to add to my wardrobe. And the last thing that I bought when I was there is something that I know I would never end up getting here in the States, because it's not really me, but I think I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit. I got a little mini backpack. Not only is it in purple, it's also in satin, but it was 9 pounds. It's a pretty big backpack, so I think I'm going to adorn it with a ton of rhinestones and just make it my own, but I thought that was cute. I thought it was really cute. I was very adventurous in the store, to say the least. Buying things that I didn't need, but like I said, something came over me. I just started I was like a maniac in there. So Primark, I had a fantastic time. Highly recommend going into Primark if you are heading to London, and you cannot beat the prices. If I keep looking at the viewfinder, it's because I want to make sure that not only am I in focus, but that I am on track for timing. All right, so the next item is from Longchamp. I know a lot of you are excited about this because I've never had an item from this fashion house, but it came with the tissue paper. I really wanted to use this on our way home, but I had to wait. But I am excited to introduce to you my first Longchamp Le Pliage tote in large. This is in the khaki color. Originally, when I was looking at the bags, we went in there actually to look at a backpack for Robert, but we walked out with something for me. But I was going to get the red, but I really like the combination of the gold tone hardware with the khaki and the brown. And so many of you have said how wonderful your Le Pliage totes are, how carefree they are, and they're perfect for travel. So I'm really excited that I was able to add this to my collection, because for the most part, a lot of you know that I don't end up going for bags that don't have, I don't go for bags that lose their structure or don't have a lot of structure. So this is kind of a first for me, but I'm really excited to use this. And again, I love the combination of the colors, and this is perfect. Maybe it's because I'm on that whole camo kick, who knows. But again, we got this at the Longchamp store off of Regent Street, and Regent Street is awesome. There are just row, it's a row and row of just shops, all these shops. It's amazing. So Longchamp Le Pliage. I did end up going to the Louis Vuitton off of New Bond Street. I only got something small. It was a replacement item, to be honest. I went into the store. I had a fantastic time with the sales associate Claudio. He was amazing, and the store is just beautiful. They had so many goodies, but nothing that caught my eye. But the reason why it was a replacement was because on my pink luggage that I talked about yesterday on my favorites video, I had put some luggage tags on there, and my luggage tag actually ended up ripping off. So I just ended up picking up a small little replacement luggage tag. So that was it. That's all I ended up getting there, but I had a great time and he was showing me so many different items. I almost walked out of there with something, but I was good. So my one little item from Louis Vuitton from New Bond Street, but New Bond Street is another place. Oh my goodness. There are so many places in London where it's like it's a shopping paradise is what it is. New Bond Street is fantastic. Okay, the next place that I wanted to share with you guys is Harrods, but this particular bag actually came from the Harrods inside of Terminal 5. So I will just share those quick items with you in just a second, but I just have to tell you about Harrods itself, the flagship store off of Brompton Road, if I'm not mistaken. Harrods is a absolutely fantastic store. They have everything. It's 5 stories tall. The store takes up the entire block. Their first story is they have makeup. They have this perfume gallery, if I'm not mistaken. They have so many luxury goods. They have so many different brands. Their 5th level is called Shoe Heaven. It is just rows and rows and rows of shoes, and each one is kind of broken up into its own little boutique of just shoes. But it was just, it's gonna sound so corny to some of you, but it was just so magical to be there. We had a fantastic time. There were so many people in there, and it was just, it was great. They have, like I said, they have everything. They have like a technology wing. They sell furniture. They sell home decor. You name it. It's all under one roof. It was just great. So while I didn't end up purchasing anything at that store, I actually asked about something and they referred me to another store that I'm going to talk about in just a second. I wanted to share what I did end up getting at Terminal 5. So I did get a few souvenirs for friends and family, but I also picked up this cute little tote. How cute is that? It has the little 5 floors and it says Harrods at the bottom. I thought this was so adorable that I thought this would be perfect for like getting groceries or throwing something in there. I don't know. Run with me here. But I thought it was so cute. So I got that. And I also picked up some tea. This is Harrods Earl Grey loose leaf tea. So I got that. And I really like the little tins. I also got some sweet butter biscuits. Shortbread biscuits. I know that cookies. But these are so good. I have like a half of one every day because I'm trying to savor them. But Harrods in general is just one of those stores that, again, kind of like Primark, everyone said you have to go in there. The presentation of their items, their Chanel counter, their Hermes counter. Did I say that right? Hermes counter? I don't know if I said that wrong. But I did look at a Valentino bag while I was there, the one that I had talked about on my wish list, and I actually decided against it. They had the exact one that I wanted, but once I actually tried it on and put, and kind of, had it on me and I was looking through everything, it didn't end up working out for me and my lifestyle. So I'm kind of bummed out, but they have, everything and anything that you could possibly want, they have it at that store. Amazing. So as I said before, I asked for something at Harrods. They didn't have it. They didn't have my size. So they directed me to Liberty. And this beautiful bag is where I picked up 2 items. Liberty is another like department store, if you will. It's also several stories high. They have skincare, they have makeup, they have footwear, and a ton of clothing as well. And it's in one of the best looking buildings, I think, in all of London. It's been around for a very long time, the building itself. And I was very happy that I was able to find something there. So I picked up, they didn't have these again in Harrods and they had them at Liberty. The gentleman at Harrods, he called and he had them put them aside for me. And I picked up a pair of Valentinos. I was going there specifically to purchase the rock stud pumps that I've been talking about, but they didn't have my size. They called around and no one had my size. So I'm just taking it as it wasn't meant to be type of thing. But I did walk out with these beauties, and these will not be a surprise because I've been wanting this pair for such a long time. But it came with a little dust bag and extra studs. I'm sure a lot of you already know what it is. I picked up I can't, like, my cheeks hurt because I'm so excited. I picked up, oh yes, the Rockstud Jelly flip-flops in red. In red. Look at that color. I've been wanting the red ones for such a long time. They were from a previous season. I have called everywhere in the US and I haven't been able to find them. So the fact that they had them at Liberty. Like I said, the gentleman called from Valentino in Shoe Heaven from Harrods, and they had these put aside for me. I was just so excited. The red, it almost looks like it's coming up like an orange red, but it is just a true like fire engine red. And I am just so excited to use these because they just look absolutely fantastic. So I am stoked that I was able to add these to my collection. And I was able to save some money on them as well. So that's always a win. So I don't want to make too much noise, so I'll set those aside. And then I did also pick up another pair of shoes. And this, the young lady there, she said that it is a London brand and it is Kurt Geiger. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I don't want to butcher it. But I saw these when I went to pick up the Valentinos. And they are sneakers and they are very me, and you will see exactly why. I couldn't contain myself. I got these beauties. Give me just a second. I should have deconstructed these unboxings, but I wanted them to be as, you know, I wanted them to be like an authentic unboxing. Here we go. So they are like these taller, higher platform sneakers, but they are filled with crystals. Tell me that doesn't say mini all over it. I know some of you might be thinking, ugh, that is so tacky. There's too much crystal. First of all, for a magpie like myself, there's no such thing as too much sparkle. But these are so cute and they're really, really comfortable. So I got a pair of Kurt Geiger. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. But I know that I really wanted to get something that was like a London brand, and that's exactly what I ended up getting. So there we go. I thought these were cute. They also had some espadrilles there that I originally thought about getting, but then I figured I already have, you know, I have so many espadrilles from Chanel, so why not do something a little different? But if you are in London, if you're going to London on a holiday or on vacation, I highly, highly suggest going into Liberty. They just have so many different items to choose from. So we had a fantastic time there as well. The next one is also something that I picked up at Heathrow in Terminal 5, and that is something from Dior. This is my very first Dior item, and I have definitely been bitten by the Dior bug. I've talked about them before. I have a newfound love for the fashion house, and while I was there, I looked at some amazing eye candy, and I would really like to add a Dior bag to my collection. But I picked up these babies. I'm sure you already know what it is. It came in this beautiful box that says Dior with the Dior ribbon. And here is the little dust bag that says Dior. It's a little felt dust bag in gray. And I picked up this. There's a little care booklet. I keep making it longer, huh? But I picked up my very first pair of Dior tribal earrings. I believe that is what they're called. But these are in the faux pearl with the gold tone hardware. They also had the silver, but I really like the gold. I really like the contrast of it with the pearl. But these earrings are so cute. I've been seeing them for a couple years now, more so. I've been researching them for a couple months, and so many people rave about these earrings. They say that they're so comfortable, even though they might look very bulbous. But I have just been, you know, wanting to add them to my collection, and I saw them when we were in Heathrow, and the fact that they took off the VAT already, so I said, why not? So that's what they look like. They kind of tear off, or they come right off. And it says Dior ever so slightly on the little hardware there. And these are just gorgeous. Right now I have my Chanel ones, otherwise I'd be able to show you how big they are. The larger part of the earring goes on the back side of your ear, and then that way you have this little guy on the front side. But what I really like about these earrings is that you can kind of mix and match them with, like if you have 2 or 3 pairs, you can mix and match them with other the other part of the earring, the back of the earring. So it's kind of interesting. You can have so many different looks if you have one or two pairs. But these have really added, these have really just kind of ignited a strong love for Dior, and I am dying to add another pair of these to my collection. And to be honest, I cannot wait to start wearing these. But yeah, I wish I could show you guys and bring it up close. If I do, I will insert a picture, or if you follow me on Instagram, I will probably end up putting it on there so you can see a little bit better. Otherwise, again, I don't want to make this video a million years long. So I was able to save some money on those as well compared to here in the States, so that's always a plus. All right, before I get into the last Luxe goodie that I ended up picking up, I just want to share with you really quickly. Anytime I go somewhere new, a lot of you know that I end up picking up sweatshirts. It's kind of like a tradition of mine. So I did end up picking up this sweatshirt that says London, England in the burgundy. That won't be a surprise because a lot of you know I love the color. I also, off of Oxford Street, there was a store called Kiko Milano, and I did pick up a few nail polishes, one for myself and 4 for my mom. And I also ended up picking up an eyeshadow there, and I also picked one up for my mom there. And I got these souvenirs. These are little pins. One says London, and the other one says keep calm and carry on. I think I'm going to put these onto the backpack that I'm going to bedazzle. At the airport, I picked up these Cartwright and Butler exquisite biscuits, and that is exactly what they are. I got one for myself and one for my brother. I love these little tins. I just can't get over how cute they are. So I picked that up. And then at the airport, I also picked up this cute little souvenir, you know, coin purse. Thought that was adorable. And I also picked up some Molten Brown. I got one for my mom, and I ended up picking up Dewy, Lily of the Valley, and Star Anise body lotion. So this one smells amazing. And I just knew that I wanted to, whenever we were in London, I knew that I wanted to go to Molten Brown. This next item is from Chanel, and this Chanel was inside of Selfridges. And I will talk about Selfridges in just a second, but I did pick up a cutie there. It came with the ribbon as well as the camellia. I kind of deconstructed it a little bit so it wouldn't take too much time. And there is the box that says Chanel. And when you open it up, you have the little, like the little dust bag that says Chanel as well. And this item got away from me once. I had the opportunity to buy it here in the States, and I passed on it, and I had been wanting to find it again, and I was so happy that I was able to get it there. But I picked up this beauty, which is a Chanel brooch. It's a double CC brooch in the silver hardware, and it is just full of rhinestones, and they're little baguettes, if you can see that. And when it hits the light, it just looks so beautiful. I do believe this is from their permanent collection, if I'm not mistaken. If it isn't, I'll put it in the description box below. But it actually didn't come with like a SKU card or the number on there. I will have to look at the receipt and see if it was on there, so that way I can put it on the description box below. But I do remember the sales associate telling me that it is part of their permanent collection. Again, don't quote me on it, but there we go. It is just beautiful. It's not too small, it's not too big. It's like the perfect size. Let me just show you what it looks like on me. There we go. So I like the fact that it's not too small again, and it's not too large. And again, the way that these Strass crystals end up hitting the light, it just looks so incredibly beautiful. But there we go. So that beautiful Chanel brooch. So Selfridges has so many different little boutiques of Chanel. They have one upstairs that I remember for small leather goods and some handbags, as well as in their ready-to-wear section. They have one in the first floor, if I'm not mistaken, that has most of the handbags and most of the other small leather goods. And then they also have one for shoes. So I did head over to shoes, and that's where this baby comes in. This bag that says Chanel with the camellia and the ribbon as well. And this one I deconstructed a little bit because I didn't want it to take too long, but it also came with the ribbon as well as the camellia that's already attached to the box. So as you can see, it is another pair of Chanel shoes, and I am so excited that I was able to add these to my collection. But they came with the little dust bags, and they also came with the little care booklet as well. All right, so I want to introduce to you my newest pair of Chanel footwear. the classic ballerina flats in the beige lambskin with the black lambskin cap toe. I had been going back and forth about whether or not I wanted to add these to my collection, and I just went ahead and went for it. I was able to save some money as well on these, so I definitely took advantage of that. But they are so beautiful. I thought these would be perfect to wear in the summertime or in the springtime, or some, you know, when I don't have to wear jeans and I don't have to worry about getting any color transfer, because I know if I end up wearing these with the wrong type of pants, that is something that'll end up happening. So I was happy that I didn't have to, that I was able to find them, first of all, because here in the States, they either have the 39 or they have the 41. They very seldomly have my size. So the fact that I was able to find the color that I wanted, the color combo, and my size, like I said before, I definitely took advantage of it. So there we go. The Chanel ballerina flats, and I will put the info again on the description box below, and that's pretty much all the information that it says. Versus here in the States, it'll tell you like the pricing, it'll tell you the exact SKU number. So I don't know if this is something that they're going to do now. Actually, this sticker says Chanel internal use only. I don't know, but I will, again, I will look through the receipts and I will see if I can put everything on there so you have a little bit more info. So Chanel ballerina flats. And I think I'll take it one step further in the description box below and add the pricing as far as how much I paid in pounds for these items. So that way, hopefully that can help you out as well. Okay, so I have 2 items left. I don't know which one I want to share with you first. If I want to share the one in the yellow bag or if I should share the Louis Vuitton. Let's share the Louis Vuitton one first. So it did come in this enormous bag that says Louis Vuitton. The sales associate there was so incredibly sweet. I believe her name was Riri, or oh my goodness, I can't remember. She was amazing. She took her time with me, and she was just, I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing. So here is the box that says Louis Vuitton with the ribbon. I'm sure a lot of you already know what this is. I have talked about it for the last like 6 months on my channel. I am just dying to put it on the shelf where it belongs with its sisters. I know, how corny. But here is the box. And I did end up stuffing this once I got home. So I ended up kind of piecing it back together. So here is, oh dear, let me set this aside. Here is the, oh my goodness, I'm making a mess. Here is the dust bag that says Louis Vuitton, and I am beyond excited. I am beyond happy to add the final piece to my trifecta for Speedies. The Speedy 30 in Damier Bend, the classic Speedy. Oh my goodness, I am literally grinning from ear to ear. My cheeks hurt because I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I know I could have bought this in the States. I was able to save a significant amount of money. So again, that's always a plus. But the best part is it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And a lot of you know, again, that's the main reason why I held off on buying this bag. But I went in there dedicated. I knew what I wanted, and I did look at a few different ones. But like I said, there were actually some that the canvas felt very, very different. And I kept looking at some of the features on them. One of them had like a crooked tag. So again, the sales associate, bless her heart, she was so sweet with me. She took her time with me, and she really made me feel comfortable and happy about the purchase. But this is the new model, as it does have the zipper there, and check out that gorgeous red interior. Oh man. I am just, oh man. And of course, now it's like 80 degrees here in Southern California. If it was raining, trust me, I would start using this baby like right now. And this is from the 7th week of 2017. So that makes me very happy. I do have the lock in here. I believe it's down below. But it is just absolutely perfect. I'm so excited that I was able to add it to my collection. And again, like I said before, now I have the trifecta of all of them. So, yay! There we go. The Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 in Damier Ebene. And I did ask her for a drawstring dust bag. They didn't have any for this one, but she did give me another dust bag that you guys will see in my how I pack my goodies. She gave me this dust bag. Check it out. This is the biggest drawstring dust bag I have ever seen. So she gave me this on top of the one that comes with the Speedy. And I just thought that was amazing. That was so, so sweet of her. But again, I am like beaming from ear to ear that this baby is in my collection, you know. And I have the size that I originally wanted. So super excited about that. All right, the last Luxe goodie was also from Selfridges. Here is the bag. It doesn't come with the box. It's kind of like Celine. I don't know if the boxes are too big or maybe they just don't offer the boxes, but the gentleman said that they didn't have any, so I have no idea. But this bag, it's funny because every time we travel to Europe, it seems that I come back with a bag that wasn't on my wish list, and it ends up being a bag that I am just absolutely, you know, in love with. So we went into this specific boutique, and I was looking at some of the bags, and I've talked about this bag before on my channel. I've talked about it quite a bit on Minx Monday. Like I said before, it's not on my wish list, but I was just so excited. And once I tried it on, I knew that it just like instantaneously, I knew that I wanted to add it to my collection. So I ended up picking up this beauty, which comes in the Givenchy dust bag. It's a bright white dust bag. This is the one that I was trying to be the most careful bringing back home. And I picked up, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to use it. I picked up this beauty, which is the Givenchy Antigona in the black pebbled leather with the silver hardware. Oh my goodness, they had the red one there. The red one was just like the most beautiful red I have ever seen. I passed on it only because I think I might end up getting tired of the red. Like most of you know, I want a red bag, but I think I like the idea of it better. I saw the oxblood one that they had. I was thinking about getting the medium, but the medium just seemed like it was just a little too, it was a little too big. And this one is just gorgeous. He got a fresh one out from the back. I looked at every little nook and cranny. I did get some slight indentation myself from the voyage back home, and I was trying to be so careful to make sure that there were no indentations, but I got a tiny one there. But it is just such a beautiful bag. Let me take this off. Oh. I have been talking about this for months on Minx Monday, I think. And there you go. You can see it says Givenchy in the black hardware, or in the silver hardware. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's how excited I am. And it does come with a strap that is right here. It's still packaged up and it has the blue tape. That tape I will end up taking off. I know. And here is the, what is this? Yeah, the Antigona 100% goat skin made in Italy. And here is the little booklet that comes with it, and it is just currently stuffed. So let me take everything out so you can see it a little bit better. It might be hard though because it's black lined with fabric, so bear with me. I'm not trying to make too much noise. Oh dear. There we go. That's what it looks like inside. But I love the handles. It just seems like such a comfortable bag. I know a lot of people have been saying that this can be somewhat of a heavy bag, but I mean, I have the Phantom. That baby is heavy. So is the mini luggage from Celine. So I think I'll be okay. But there is the bottom of it and the side view of it. There's the back side. And there we go. So the Givenchy Antigona in the small size, and again, the 100% goat skin. It just, I love the pebbling that it has. So I was so excited to add it to my collection. Like I said, I saw it and I was just, it's like, when you go into the boutique and maybe you were looking at something else, but the minute you see it, you're just like, this is it. This is the one. So I went ahead and went for it, and I'm just very excited to start using that. So like I said, the Antigona came from Selfridges, and Selfridges itself is something else that I wanted to talk about really quickly. It's an amazing department store. It has so many different designers under one roof. They have men's clothing. They have everything from the, for a men's line. They have shoes. They have makeup, they have accessories, and the list continues. It's just a beautiful, beautiful department store. And to be honest, what I really like about it is the setup. I love the layout. It makes it so incredibly easy to navigate and to get to where you want to go. So I love Selfridges, and I mean, there's so many different places that you can go to as far as shopping goes in London in general. We had an amazing, amazing time, and you know, the time that we were there was nowhere near enough time that we needed to see everything. And Robert and I kind of made a pact saying that we're going to go back as soon as possible because we had such a fantastic time. Everyone in London, every single person that we encountered was so incredibly friendly, I mean, they were willing to help out anytime we had a question, and we just had such an amazing time. And I highly recommend going there, whether you want to see history, whether you want to go shopping, or if you just want to, you know, experience a new city. I highly recommend it. And we were going to do a few different tours. We decided against it, and we decided to kind of discover the city on our own, and, you know, at our own pace, and something that we wanted to do. So we had a fantastic, phenomenal time, and I highly recommend going there. But that does it for my London haul. I'm sorry if I rambled. I was trying to talk as fast as I could. And again, I will put the pricing on all of the items on the description box below, as far as the Luxe goodies, because I know, like, you know, some of the other items, I'm sure some of you don't really care about those. So I will put the Luxe goodies in the description box below. And again, if you want me to do a video dedicated to how much I ended up saving, because I did save quite a bit on top of the VAT, then I will be more than happy to do that, and maybe just give you a few tips. And then later this week, I'm going to try to put it together, is how I ended up packing my Luxe goodies back. I did have a couple of snags, so I'm just going to show you guys, you know, from the beginning to the end of the video how it ended up working out. You have to work out the kinks, and that's exactly what I did. But I ended up filming it when we were in the hotel a few days before we ended up coming home. But anyways, that does it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I look forward to doing first impressions on all of these items. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys. I also wanted to include just a quick shot of the shoes and the earrings as well as the brooch, so you can see a little bit better in the details, because I know that sometimes the lighting doesn't really work with me. But there are the Chanel ballerina flats and the beige lambskin and black lambskin cap toe, and then the Kurt Geiger sneakers that I am loving.